It's a week that no one in EastEnders will ever forget as Martin Fowler, James By, is laid to rest in emotional funeral scenes. In brand new spoilers for next week, Stacey Slater, Lacey Turner, finds herself in bits with grief, which leads to clashes with Ruby Allen, Louisa Litton, and then further devastation occurs when someone sets light to Martin's stall. As for Ruby herself, she realizes there's nothing left for her in Walford, but can she make amends before she goes? Monday, April 7th, Martin's loved ones are preparing themselves for his funeral as emotions run high. Lily is trying to support her devastated siblings as an unraveling Stacey rolls home drunk. Sonia steps up to try to help Stacey sober up and offers words of comfort but is dismayed when Stacey tells her that she can't face the funeral. Meanwhile, Lily's fury at her mother builds. Later, at the emotionally charged service, the mourners lay Martin to rest. Sharon and Vicky are distraught as they try to compose themselves ahead of the funeral. Worried for Vicky, Ross decides to go to the service to support her, even though Sharon thinks it's a bad idea, given Alfie's anger towards him. Tuesday, April 8th, Ruby's anger and resentment towards Stacey builds following Martin's funeral and, at the wake, emotions bubble over. Later, Stacey discovers Ruby at the allotment, and a confrontation ensues, leading to revelations that could destroy any hope of peace between them. Meanwhile, Lily hits the bottle with encouragement from Avani, only for a returning Stacey to find her daughter drunk. Stacey tries to make amends with Lily, but her efforts are in vain. Later, Stacey is horrified to discover Martin's stall has been set on fire. Ross tries to put things right with Sharon by apologizing for upsetting Alfie, but she makes it clear that she won't be won over by smooth talking. After taking a mysterious call, Ross makes it his mission to convince Vicky that they should stay in Walford longer than planned. Wednesday, April 9th, as Martin's loved ones take in the sight of his destroyed stall, Stacey swears to Lily that she'll find out who is responsible for this cruel act. Jack warns Stacey to leave it to the police, but she's soon convinced she has all the evidence she needs to confront the person she suspects is the culprit. Ross is hellbent on keeping Vicky in Walford, even though she's already booking flights home. Having failed to convince Vicky directly, Ross tries to manipulate Ian into persuading Vicky they should stick around, insinuating that it's Mark Jr., not Vicky, who needs to step up for grieving Michelle. Later, Vicky gets a call from Michelle, and it looks like Ross's plan has worked. Thursday, April 10th, Ruby decides she needs to get out of Albert Square as the situation between her and Stacey is intolerable. Jean begs Stacey to stop fighting and start healing, but when Stacey goes to find Ruby to talk, Zach reveals that she's already left.